You are now live.
Live at the pool.
Instagram says we're telling your followers that you started a live video. Yes, tell everyone. Okay? I want to know. How do you relax after a long day at work? Working hard to get that money.
Yeah, we were trying to
Oh, hey, honey.
Yeah, hi dear. We were trying to go live in the Boss Couples Instagram, but it won't let us do that.
Because
So-
you need 1,000 followers. So do me a favor. Make sure you go over to the Boss Couples and you follow us over there. I'm going to put it in the comments at the Boss Couples. Make sure you go and follow so that we can get to 1,000. There we go.
Trying to get to 1,000 followers by the end of the month, if at all possible. I know we're coming up a couple weeks left, but
We could do that in a couple of days.
Would be great.
Yes, a couple of days.
So, trying to set some attainable goals.
Let's do it. Let's do
Trying to
it.
get there.
Woo-hoo.
But who else likes swimming in the pool? Who is a water fan? Or would you rather a beach? Yeah, I like the beaches. Don't get me wrong,
Oh,
but
I think I'm cramping. Oh, my
yeah,
God.
watch the cramps.
Yes. I'm cramping because he's tall, really tall. I'm not tall, so I'm on my tippy toes trying to stand next to him in the water. And yes, that is a cramp. And ooh.
See, my feet uncramp if I stand on them. If I get a cramp and I just stand up, then the cramp goes away.
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. Wave. There we go.
Hello, Jennifer.
Jennifer is my friend. Actually, I can tell you where I met Jennifer because I'm good like that, right? That's why I network. The networking boss. I met Jennifer at Raining Berries, South Tampa, when we had a co-working meetup for Tampa Women's Professional Network.
Nice.
Yep. Absolutely.
Just bust that out. Tampa's got some great spots. Clearwater's right down there. So, of course, St. Pete's a short drive away. What was the beach we were just at? Honeymoon?
Honeymoon Beach.
Was pretty sweet. And then...
Technically speaking, the one that we were just at on Sunday was St. Pete Beach.
Yeah. Which was okay. I mean, they had some beach services, which is cool. That's one thing I love about Florida beaches. Most of them have wash stations for your feet, and then the showers and all that stuff, like right there on the beach. Was out on the West Coast at one point. They had no services, so you get out of the water, it's good luck. You don't got a foot wash, you don't got nothing. And a lot of places down here in Florida, they'll serve food and stuff too, which is awesome. So you can just hang out at the beach. And you don't, drink, eat, have a good day, have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing beats your own pool.
That part. Not a community pool that closes at 8 o'clock at night or that's crowded and you can't bring your own drinks. And when I say drinks, I mean like coolers and things like that. Like, you can't play your own music. No, we can do whatever we want here.
Crowded.
This is our backyard.
Yeah, which if anybody would like to join us at any time, you're more than welcome. We totally don't use this pool near as much as we should, honestly.
Yeah, that part.
We're averaging about twice a month at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we have guests.
I can do workouts in this pool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great for joints and stuff.
Yes, because I have a bad back, bad knees, bad shoulder. My right shoulder is really bad.
Yeah.
But I'm a water sign. My birthday was yesterday, so I am a crab.
Yes.
And I love the water so much.
Yep.
Yes.
A little birthday adventure.
Yes.
So what do you guys like to do for relaxation? What do you guys like swimming? You guys like playing games?
Yep.
Just
Drop it in the
watching
comments.
TV? We're just curious to hear from everybody out there. What do you like to do when you're downtime? What do you do to unwind? A lot of people it's exercise. A lot of people hit the gym. That's the way to go. What are some other things that people do?
Well, yeah, other than the gym after work, they like to play pickleball is new now. So, well, technically speaking, it's not new.
We haven't really tried the pickleball. We do more tennis.
Yes,
but it's not
I like to play tennis. I don't like pickleball.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever like pickleball, to be honest with you. Because I don't like to hear that plastic ball pinging. Nope.
Interesting.
I know. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it doesn't bother me. It just seems like it's it's faster paced. Like we don't do like professional tennis. Like we have a good time and we do keep score, but it's not like, you know, we're trying to nail each other. You know, we're just good if we can keep the tennis ball in the court most of the time, especially her.
I can't help it if
She likes to launch them bad boys.
powerhouse when I hit that ball is Serena Williams, boom, out of the court area into the bush.
Yeah.
And then he has to go and fetch it.
Yeah. 'Cause in Florida, you never know what you're going to find in them bushes.
Right, that's
Yeah,
why I don't
yeah,
go. And he
yeah.
goes, but you know. Yes. Other things that people like to do after work, the movies. When I used to work for the airline, American Airlines to be exact, I used to, after work, like go hop on the plane and go somewhere because it cost me $0. Well, technically speaking, not $0. It was like $10 in taxes. But the point is,
You can kind of do the similar thing
Yep.
if like you stay local and just check out like local new spots, basically.
okay, they could go for a short drive.
You know,
You
the
know.
people that don't necessarily work for the airline can't get.
It
free
also
flights.
depends on which day after work. If it's a Friday after work, you know people are
Yeah.
going to have like weekend
Right.
retreats,
Yep.
you know, out of town for the weekend, drive to see family, all those things. You know, shopping in the mall is a lot of after work on a Friday type of thing where they don't necessarily want to do that during the week. But yeah,
Very true. Very true.
a lot of people like to come home and cook.
I hate cooking, but I love eating. So
Mm.
that's yeah. And not that I can't cook. I can. I just you gotta cook it. Then you gotta clean it up. Then first you gotta go to the grocery store. You gotta buy all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost to the point where anymore, if you go to the grocery store, it's the same price as it would to just go out.
Right.
Because groceries
time
have
is
just
money.
gotten so ridiculously expensive. Well, no,
Like for example, the cooked curry goat, that is a 3 to 4 hour job right there. And mind you, you're not really cooking it for 4 hours. Of course, yes, you kind of have to stir it for a while, but 4 hours. And that's not even including the prep time because you gotta wash that goat meat, you've gotta season it, and then you gotta let it marinate for 2-3 days before you put it in, you know, on top of the stove in the big Dutch pot to cook it for 3-4 hours. But that's a meal that I can eat in less than 5 minutes. When curry goat gets on my plate with coleslaw and some white rice, it's over. I'm just saying.
yeah.
So
no.
yeah,
It does sound spectacular, but like if you go to buy it at the store, you got to buy the goat, which goat is ridiculously expensive.
right. And actually,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
go
yeah.
to the store
Yeah.
to buy it per se. Like the goat meat that I eat is halal meat. You know, they kill the goat a certain way that makes it. What's the word I'm looking for? Humane, almost. Well, of course, not humane because they're not humans, but that makes it better. It's more kosher, like the Israelites, well, the Israeli people would say. But goat meat is not something that you can find, like for example in Walmart. You're not going to find goat meat in Walmart. You might find it in the specialty shops, especially Caribbean stores. But
I just like food, so.
yes,
I'll
he's
eat-
right. You still
I'll
got to
eat
buy
literally
the goat
anything.
meat. You've got to season it, wash it, season it, cook it.
It's like when I try to make lamb, it just always is horrible, and I've spent too much money on trying to get lamb, season it, do all the things, get it ready, and then by the time I'm done making it, I've spent as much as it would have costed me to just go get lamb at a restaurant, and it tastes like trash. And I've literally worked in restaurants where I've made lamb, and like I did make it good at the restaurant. I don't know what the difference is at home, but it never comes out right. Never.
I'm sorry,
good.
honey.
I'm good on the grill. I can do burgers and chicken and pork chops and ribs.
My
and-
mom makes the best lamb chops ever.
I'm gonna have to
Which,
try those actually.
yes,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are. I mean, with some mashed potatoes and some asparagus or some type of veggies. Well, not some type of veggies, because lamb is a special type of meat. Not every veggie goes with it. I would say the best veggies to make with lamb: asparagus, green beans, broccoli, carrots, cauliflower. But anything other than that, it's not really gonna gel well with lamb.
Say on a
But
different subject. Are y'all feeling the heat? Because in the pool right now, 88.5.
I don't think that's working on you. I told you
Yeah.
that. This water is cool. This is not 88. 88 is like 2 degrees away from 90 degrees.
When it's like 98 outside, 88 feels a lot cooler.
Yeah, I get that, but this is not 88. Nope.
Yeah, I actually think it's a hair warm. I could actually be a little cooler in the water, like as per the air temperature, than what it is right now. But I don't think it's bad. Thank you. I appreciate that one. And obviously, I could use some more sun. I live in Florida. I'm like the whitest guy in Florida.
Yeah. Every time we get in the water or go to the beach, he's like, "Honey, can you spray some sunblock on me?" And I'm like, "You really should avoid this because you need it."
Well, it's not so much for the tanning as it is
I know.
for the skin cancer.
To protect against, skin cancer. I get it. I get it. But
yeah.
not everyone could be a brownin like me,
Yes.
Just saying.
But yeah, we decided to do a live. Like I said, we are going to try to do a live in Boss Couples, but then we don't have enough followers in Boss Couples, so we need to ramp that up if at all possible. And like I said, we're trying to do a challenge and get to 1,000 followers by the end of July if possible. So you can hop over and check out the Instagram. Was it at Boss Couples?
It's at The Boss Couples.
At The Boss Couples. Yep.
That's our Instagram handle, at The Boss Couples.
So we're looking to build that up, and we're going to be doing some more live stuff. We're going to be doing reviews. Like I said, we got some like restaurants and hotels. We're going to try and do events and make things interesting for everybody. And if you want to hop in, give us your suggestions, places we should look at, try, check out. Like we're always down for that. Tell us the good, tell us the bad. Sometimes the worst rated places can be surprisingly good. Sometimes the best rated places can be surprisingly bad. We went to Memphis, a couple years ago?
2023, October.
Yeah. And we stayed in like the cheapest hotel in like a
Really sketchy, dodgy
area. Had a blast. Had zero issues.
I'm pretty sure people were walking around with ankle monitors. That's where all those rap music videos are made. Yep, that part.
Yeah. And no, not one issue, not one. I'm sure other people have had issues. We went down to Beale Street, which was kind of cool. I'd never been down there.
Yeah, I never even know about that because it was my first time in Memphis. So I was like, Memphis?
They're really working
Tennessee?
on the Riverwalk down there to for the Mississippi River to make that nice. And they're doing a lot of construction and stuff, which is kind of cool. It looks like it'll be really nice when it's all done. But yeah, we're there. We're Cincinnati. Where else have we been?
We've been to so many places. Remember the time we drove from Tampa to New Jersey?
Yeah. Yep.
And it was my first
Epic-
time. He took me to
epic
the White
road trip.
House. I'd never been to the White
Yeah.
House. So I got to see the White House. We drove through Maryland. So I'd never been to Maryland either. Obviously, my first time in New Jersey. I've been to New York several times. Many times, actually, because my grandfather used to live there in the Bronx. And where else did we go that I had never been? Philadelphia. Ooh, I got to see the Liberty Bell. Yes.
Philadelphia, surprisingly cooler than you would think it actually is.
I loved climbing up the stairs, the rocky
stairs.
Yes, in the movie. I was like, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. The congestion is horrible. The traffic is horrible. There's definitely some sketchy areas, but the people were surprisingly friendly. And even like walking down the street, there's like literally like sleeping bags lining the street and bums and trash and homeless people. Yeah. They don't mess with you. At least they didn't mess with us. They didn't bother us one bit. We walked all over the place and drove around and checked stuff out. And of course, we had to go get Philly cheesesteaks. We go to Gino's. Is that there's two of them that are like they compete with each other and they're like right across the street from each other.
One of them only took cash. That's why we didn't go there.
Yeah.
Because who walks around with cash?
Well, and it's.
If I'd known, we obviously would have had it, but you don't.
She wasn't
normally
impressed
have
by
it.
the Philly cheesesteaks in Philly. She really,
Personally, I think that Subway's Philly cheesesteak tasted better than that particular location, but that was just my opinion. I'm a cheesesteak snob. If I can't taste the actual steak, don't make no sense you jazzing it up with all these sauces and whatever. I want to taste the green onion. The green peppers, right? We call it sweet pepper. I want to taste the sweet pepper, the onion, the steak, and then the cheese. And then on the bread. I don't need nothing else that's fancy. No? Okay.
The best thing at Subway is not going to Subway.
Hey, I love Subway. Especially when they have their BOGO deals.
Now,
buy one foot long, get 1 foot long for free.
Foot long or something, maybe.
Yes.
But you get like 2 slices of meat for like 14 ounces of bread. So it's like I might as well just eat bread.
I
Skip
remember
the
when
meat.
I used to have Subway about twice a week.
But I also worked in a deli as one of my first jobs, and it was like you could get 4 pounds of meat on a sandwich, and it was like $1.25.
Oh, I've never been to any type of deli that had
Deli,
those low
real
prices.
deli, legit local deli sandwiches.
I mean, because if you go to Walmart deli or Publix
Yeah,
deli
no,
or whatever,
it
it's like
don't compare.
$5.99 a pound.
Yeah, it
So
don't
how are you
compare
getting
to-
$1.25 with this much
Go
meat?
to a legit family deli.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've gotta
yeah.
do that then,
Not-
because-
not the chains.
Like I said, it's like $5.99 a pound. So,
Can't beat the family delis. And
you're
the
talking
meat is so
about
much
$20
fresher.
for one
Yeah,
sub.
yeah.
which is a lot, because I'll eat the whole thing. I've a couple of times I had 2 footlongs in 1 hour.
Yeah, because
I
like
can put
said,
it down.
It's all bread. Well, you might as well just eat a baguette.
I can put it down.
You know.
I don't eat like that anymore, because I'm trying to be slim and trim. But yes.
Well, yeah. You tell them about the workout challenge that you're doing every day at what 7?
Yes, so I am
yeah.
running a workout challenge for women. And really and truly, it's not really just for women. It's for anyone who wants to consistently work out every day, right? A lot of people have problems committing. It's not that they don't know what to do. This challenge is to challenge you to work out every day. So it's 7 o'clock every morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I switch it up between weight training and cardio days. And then on Sunday mornings, I do a very light mat, Pilates, yoga, stretching, very light. No more than like 20 minutes. But yeah.
Yeah, and she's been doing great. Even on road trips and stuff, she's had us.
I've never missed-
We'll get off on the side of the Buc-ee's and
So
she'll do her
this
workout.
morning I didn't make the workout. I went to bed super late, and then of course I woke up I went to bed almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get up. I got up again at 6:55, which is 5 minutes before, and I had this massive headache, and my back is sort of sore from sitting in the chair working all day and driving long hours down to these events in Tampa. And I don't know, I just couldn't do it. And that's okay, because we started actually June 1st. So I've worked out every single day, including, like he said, road trips from Tampa to Cincinnati. That's a 12-hour road trip every day. I worked out when we got to the hotel. So I worked out at the Buc-ee's in the parking lot and in the hotel gym. But my point is, I know that people struggle with consistency. So that's why I created the challenge. And, I'm one of them. I struggle with consistency as well. And what really drives me is being a part of a community. When you're part of a community and you're showing up for others, then you are more likely to be accountable to not only yourself, but to them. So, and I've shed a couple of pounds since June 1st, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not about the pounds per se, but I feel so much better. Because like I said, I have this habit. Once I'm on my laptop, I will sit there for hours and hours and hours. Like, we're talking like between 18 to 20 hours a day. And then it doesn't help that sometimes I binge sleep. I'll sleep for like 2 hours or maybe 4, and then I'll be like, ping, I'm up again, and then back on the laptop or on my phone doing work or research or engaging on social media or whatever.
It's hard when you work for yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
It's hard when
yeah,
you work for
yeah.
yourself, because you don't control yourself. Like when you are on someone's job, they tell you be there for 8:30 in the morning, and then at 5 o'clock they're like, okay, bye, see you tomorrow. But when you're an entrepreneur, you don't always have that shut off. And that's another thing that we want to connect with other couples in the boss couples, because when you're an entrepreneur, now you have to make the time for each other, outside of the business, right? For travel, for family. So it's a lot of juggling acts being a couple in business, especially when you are running one business, they're running another, then you're trying to do one together, which is actually our business model. So when I met him, I have my businesses, he's got his businesses, and now we have the boss couples together. Everyone has a different model. One couple could be one person works a full-time job, the other runs the business. That person contributes financially, and the other one does it all pretty much. Then you have some that They both work and they run a side hustle. You have some couples where they both work and they both run individual side hustles. I mean, there's at least like 5 or 6, 7 different business models when it comes to couples. You know, as in who's running what, who has a job, who doesn't have a job, do both work full time, do both run the business full time, do they have individual or together businesses. So, but anyway, the point is, I knew when I met Francis, when I got to know him, that I wanted him to be my couple, my boo. Because, you know, here's this man who's successful and handsome and nice.
No, thanks, babe.
And I said, well, if he's doing all of that amazingness on his own, imagine what we could do together. Yes.
And
my together person.
That's what really got me is, you know, look, we actually put a poll out on our Instagram for the boss couples.
Yep, go check it out.
Is it harder to find a man to build with, or is it harder to find a woman to build with? And we're doing a survey on there because that's, you know, it's not exactly easy to find a partner, but it's easier to find a partner when you don't have necessarily goals. Like, you know, obviously, you know, in my opinion, I want to build something with someone, and then that's what really attracted me to Natalia is when we started talking. She's not interested in, you know, just running the streets and partying and drinking every night. And she really wants to build a future. And not that there's anything wrong with having a good time and having a couple drinks, definitely not.
Right.
But everything in moderation. And to have your goal be building something together for your future and for your legacy. 10, 15 minutes into talking to her, that came out in the conversation, and that's where I was like, oh, okay, now this is a lady I had taken an interest
10
in.
10 to 15 minutes?
Yeah, because we started talking about our business almost right away, because we were at a business conference.
I was talking to this dude all day.
Yeah.
And I was like, why does he keep following me around? Like, there's a whole room full of people we could be networking with. Like, I try, when I go to events, and obviously there's networking involved, right? I try not to talk to just one person the whole time, right? I try not to limit myself to just the one person, because now you only met like one person at an event of like what? There was over 500
we
people
talked
there.
to a lot of different people too.
We definitely did talk to a lot of people, but
we made a connection obviously that was outside of that. So
totally, honey.
But that's why we decided to go ahead and do live. We've been talking about it for a while that we need to start getting some lives and talking to some folks. And you know, Jennifer, thanks for hopping on. And you know, please leave us a comment, anything you'd like us to talk about in the future, or you know, what you thought, if it was great, if it was horrible. You know, obviously we're doing this for everyone else as well, and for the audience
it won't
out
be
there.
horrible.
So.
I mean, this isn't horrible.
Right. It's but I'm just saying, like, definitely let us know what you think, and you know, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us in the pool for a little bit that we finally used that we never used. So.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and you guys have a great day.
Yep, we're gonna grab some dinner because I am starving, and it's been a long day, and I have my workout in the morning, so I've got to fuel up. Right? Gotta fuel up for my workout. I'm gonna have some pasta tonight, maybe, or a burger. We shall see. It's gonna be healthy, I promise.
Yeah, you had your birthday cupcakes. So,
right.
Yeah,
well, I bought 6 cupcakes for my birthday, and he had one.
For your birthday.
Right. Well, yes, he bought me 6 cupcakes for my birthday because
you said you didn't want a birthday cake.
Right.
So.
I didn't want a birthday cake because I know how I go with cakes. I don't have that kind of resistance, so better to keep it small with the dessert, right? Everything in moderation, basically, when it comes to losing weight and staying slim and trim. But anyway, so we have 4 cupcakes left, and I'm going to have just one, and maybe you'll have another one, and then tomorrow I can have another one, and you can have another one, and then that's that. There's no cake to finish eating, the whole sheet cake in the fridge. No, none of that, you know? So, but anyway, have a great night, guys, and we shall see you on the next live. And don't forget to follow us. I dropped it into the comments. Follow the boss couples and invite your friends to follow all your entrepreneurial couple friends. Yeah, we need to connect with them. Let's get our businesses connecting. You know, we can support their business and vice versa. All right. Want to say bye, Francis?
Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.